dreams for years. The rest of us are meeting.
Former Soviet Republic. Meantime, a Russian drone has been shot down in Ukraine's fort.
Feel every muscle is engaged in your leg, and it feels fantastic. So imagine using
It's story.
In the living room, Jojo sits behind a stack of books.
It's story time. It's story time. And I know someone with the perfect book.
Hi, my name is Haley. Right now we're in the Ville de Gatineau. Today I'm going to be reading you The Mountain That Wouldn't Move, illustrated and written by Safa Jume. Bear lived in a forest under the shadow of a mountain. At night, Bear dreamed in warm colors. But every day when Bear woke up, she was greeted instead by the chilly shadow, and every day Bear gave the mountain her lumpiest foot. My garden could use a bit more sun, said the rabbit.
there's snow basically.
It's quite icy, and then I hurt my.
Full of good.
Salut, je m'appelle Dave. We say.
Time to come out.
Lucia can't understand the songs. She might feel left out. Of gold, and the sun splattered like paint across the clouds.
Ok, c'est tellement bon. Vous allez prendre des têtes d'ail. On va enlever.
Something? Honey, I am something.
Sort of. Best Investor. Weekdays on YTV. Also streaming.
Call the Super Friends. Meet the Teen Titans Go Mystery Fun Time Hour. Huh? Come on. It'll be awesome.
Well, I think I'd speak for all of us when I say, no way, Soups!
Curse you, Tiger!
We're DC's longest running animated series. We're DC's longest running animated show. Only one can wear the crown, and I tell ya, it's Teen Titans. Go, go, go!
That's right. We're back for an all-new series and all-new adventures where anything is possible.
That's weird. Well, I like it. Original creation.
The wonderfully weird world of Gumball. Weekends on YTV. Also streaming on Stack TV and Television Plus. Is the cold weather getting to you? Not to worry. Big Fun Movies is going tropical. This is incredible.
Welcome to paradise.
Big Fun Movies presents Rio, tonight at 6 on YTV. Also streaming on Stack TV. The perfect show for a good TV night should be dramatic. Stop it! Quick! Action-packed. And romantic.
Howdy.
With a great theme song. Titans have one of those things. But hey, we're having fun. Teen Titans Go! Every day on YTV. Also streaming on Stack TV and Television Plus.
At Baby Bottle Pop, we take silliness very seriously. Our intense powder and delicious candy pop creates maximum levels of silliness. Baby Bottle Pop, packed full of silliness.
Big Fun movie moments.
A dragon is approaching. Prepare for a mega adventure. Reunite with friends. And power up for thrilling battles. Outrageous power! With even more Pokemon. Let's go! Pokemon Horizons, Saturday afternoons on Cartoon Network. Also streaming on Stack TV.
The following program.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
And security was heightened across Islam.
Yes.
If I was honest,
Yes.
I'd take it out, because why do you need an arch? You could have some kind of drapeage here.
Yeah, I know what you're doing now. You're covering up the arch with drapeage.
They've been increasing on average about 2 to 3 inches a day. What we're seeing now is about 1/4 of an inch. So we're hopeful by the end of the week that watershed will also start to decline. On the Black River and the Severn River, which are monitored by the Parks Canada, we're seeing those water levels start to come down consistently on a daily basis. Doesn't mean we're out of the woodwork yet. We're still in a flood warning, and we still need to remain vigilant. We will still be monitoring conditions throughout the weekend and putting out those sandbag resources where we feel they're needed. But even our sandbag resources, we're noticing the uptake isn't as great anymore.
And you can see the images here around Gravenhurst, the water levels still high, flooding still a big problem. And my interview with Andrew, he wanted to remind people this is not the time to launch your boat. That's the boat launch in Gravenhurst. The wake creates more issues. And speaking of more issues, remember, state of emergency still in place through central portions of the province. Minden still in a state of emergency as well. West Nipissing, Greater Sudbury, these have been regions that have experienced way too much snow melt and way too much rainfall. So now, as the next system moves in across Ontario, we continue to watch these regions, but the good news is the way the rain is sort of being squished down across Parry Sound and moving towards Toronto and Niagara, we are not looking at a big prolonged rain event within cottage country. So it is excellent news. You can see it here. Again, not a lot for places like Sudbury that don't need any more rainfall. North Bay, same kind of story. Toronto generally could get about 5 to 10 millimeters of rain with this, maybe more like 10 down towards the Niagara region too. We are looking at this system clearing out around 3 p.m. this afternoon. So the rain was with us this morning. We saw some heavy pockets for sure, cloudy going into the afternoon and windy conditions too. It's really the east wind that helps to squeeze this system and really just send the energy to the south. So we got some rain, but really it is not as bad as it could be. So good news on that one. As we look up and down the St. Lawrence, we got a beautiful day today. And Newfoundland, I'm sorry, anything but beautiful. You are still stuck in winter. St. John's has seen 14 centimeters of snow with this system. This is the second system this week bringing snow. Additional about 5 as we go throughout the afternoon. And I wish I could show you the 7-day forecast and say, don't worry, spring is on the way. But it's not. You don't have a great 7-day forecast. You're stuck in winter through this weekend. Gander, you have a better chance of seeing that sunshine and feeling some signs of spring. Now, our next big story, also looking and feeling like winter. Wow, across the prairies, this system was intense. It was horrific for traffic, especially in the north of Alberta and central portions of Saskatchewan. The peak wind gusts created massive problems in Calgary. We're going to show you some scenes and talk about that throughout the hour. We do have additional snow still left to go in Calgary and Edmonton, maybe about 3 to 4 centimeters of snow, still swirling across the north of Saskatchewan too. Blowing snow advisory still in place in the south of Saskatchewan. And the weather, the temperatures, still cold. Still feels like winter today and winter into tomorrow. You finally see some better weather as we go into the half of next week.
Live radar, real-time air quality, pollen counts, historical temperatures, everything you want to know. The Outdoor Index in our app.
Next week, every Tim Smile cookie will help support causes close to home. From food banks to care services to programs that bring youth together. With each bite, you'll help make an impact. And when we help each other, that's something worth smiling about. Because 100% is donated to over 600 local charities and community groups. Tim Smile cookies return April 27th to May 3rd. Get ready to support Canada together.
What's made the Ford F-Series the best-selling line of pickup trucks in Canada for the past 60 years? The answer to that is pretty simple. Canadians.
Still waiting to figure this out? End the waiting game. Felix connects you with a doctor online, so you can get an ED treatment plan that's right for you. Get started for free at felix.ca. Felix, we'll see you now.
For some, less is more. But the right details make it everything. Vibe, check. On Poshmark.
Protein is in at Tim's. Latte, quencher, or chai. Whatever your fave, protein it. Hot, cold, or iced, add silky, smooth, delicious protein dairy beverage to your fave. Try it at Tim's.
For our blind and low vision viewers, the Weather Network offers regional audio description weather reports during our local forecast on the 10th.
Do wild polar bears like to have fun? That's up for debate, but this video out of Newfoundland seems to suggest they're partial to tobogganing. On April 19th, while Joy Keats was away from home, a large polar bear came sliding onto her property, captured on security cameras. When the bear first shows up, it's already taking a ride down a sloped path. And a moment later, the bear slides down another slope, right toward the neighbor's dog. The pair have a brief encounter, but Keats suggests that the bear was likely well fed, with plenty of seals in the area, and it soon moves on to another hill, continuing to toboggan out of view. Sliding is actually a common behavior for polar bears, who may do it to save energy while traveling, to groom themselves, and to help distribute their weight on the ice, preventing it from breaking. But research also documents that polar bears, particularly cubs, simply slide around for no reason other than sheer enjoyment. You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the forecasts for your area.
I'd consider turning around and going home. You're not cut out for this kind of work, boy. An innocent kid like you doesn't stand a chance against the criminal mind. Do you have any idea what people like that do to people like you?
Hardcore, dude!
Great. Another tunnel that goes nowhere. Man, I'm the best flight.
Need arena, use your poison sting! Hit the quill, use your flamethrower!
Sonic Underground!
Tonton Capi avait raison. Je n'ai pas l'étoffe d'un dur. Je devrais faire demi-tour et rentrer chez moi.
Let's go save the world.
The Thundermans return with all new episodes.
Get NASA on the phone. Party planning department.
Packed.
Oh, but if we leave now, we'll miss the party.
Party?
Oh, why, yes. We're...
Our time space transfer. You're watching kids channels on Pluto TV.
Citizens, it's not safe.
And speaking of magic, Alaka Sanitizer!
Did you come here to quiver like a jellyfish? Or did you come to wrestle? I always knew you were a little man. to relive your past in the present.
Come on, little Bobby. Don't let him beat you. You've got to stand up for yourself this time. That's it! I am not going to take this anymore. I am putting my foot down. You want to tussle? Well, let's tussle it up.
Be on this plane, but wow, what a view. This passenger recorded thunderstorms from below. The lightning just endless. That's an incredible shot. And this is horrific. Wind gusts over 90 kilometers an hour. When will it wrap up? We'll tell you coming up. Well, a week of dry weather was certainly the forecast people across Ontario's cottage country wanted, but still looking at high, fast water levels, flooding over roadways. We're going to get you an update on the snow that is left to melt and the long-range forecast for the region. We're across the Greater Toronto region. When will it wrap up, and will you see sunshine this weekend? All the details begin right here. You are watching Weather AM, and meteorologist Kevin McKay is standing by. First, I want to show you this. Some good news. Warmth is trying to come back into Ontario. Windsor was the hot spot yesterday in the country at 23.2 degrees. Mississauga and Toronto, though, only got up to 10 degrees. And I was reading a long-range email from Dr. Doug Gillum, who is one of our best meteorologists here at the Weather Network, and he said, don't commit to getting in the garden yet. It is gonna struggle when it comes to those long-range temperatures. So we'll talk about them with Kevin too. You can see this afternoon, a below seasonal day, a wet day. So let's bring in meteorologist Kevin McKay. Kevin, let's time out the rain for everybody and talk about why we're staying so below seasonal.
Well, there's a couple reasons we're staying below seasonal. This east wind that has put the brakes on the rain that moved in overnight. It's also pushing some of that cold air in off of Lake Ontario. So that's why you can see the GTA is cooler than Ottawa and even cottage country. Now, the good news, this rain that is with us Saturday morning, it's going to really pull south of the border. It's not going to progress into eastern Ontario or central Ontario. So that is great news for cottage country, which we were just looking at. So Muskoka gets to dry out, and now our real focus turns to northern Ontario, where they still have snow to melt.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we were looking at some images from Gravenhurst. The boat launches are still completely covered in water. Some of the officials from Gravenhurst and Cottage Country have been saying, please do not come up here this weekend. Do not launch a boat. Even if you see a nice forecast, the situation is still just really unfavorable for people to kick off the spring-summer season and get out on the water. So, Kevin, let's talk about the saturation and the snow that is still to melt through northern portions of Ontario.
Yeah, so basically the snowpack is confined to north of Sudbury and North Bay now. So the southern edge of that is where we still have some states of emergency, Sudbury included in that. And yeah, the snow melt over the last 24 hours, that warmth that we had in the south, it got all the way to the north and did have some rain around Lake Superior. But when you add that on top of the snow melt, that is when
That was right. It could do with a tune-up.
What do you say, Graffiti? Mates rates?
Mates rates? You cost me money, and now you want me to repair your gear for cheap too? Is that a maybe?
We can't get out. Dive into big fun movies every day. Wow. It's gonna be awesome.
Pinky promise.
Big fun movies every day on YTV, also streaming on Stack TV.
YouTube.
There's the missing piece.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Cyborg, how close are we to finding that next piece?